Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Esoteric Atlanta. And for today, we are also Esoteric Australia because
Australia.
I know I'm so happy. I always laugh that I think I have a lot of karma with Australia, but I secretly love it. I love that I have such a tight bond with Oz. I think obviously there's just a huge connection with my channel and Australia, and I think with me in Australia, I love all. Of course, my country is my favorite country, but Australia is a close second. I love the Australian people. I think that there is a lot of similarities between Australian personalities and Southern American personalities.
Yep.
So we're so excited, you guys. Of course, we've got September 2025 coming up. So Teymara is here to give us the overview of what to expect, the forecast of what's potentially going to be coming in September of
Yep.
2025 globally. Now, as always, you guys, we're going to start with the overview of September, and that's going to be here on YouTube as well as over on the other platform, RUMBLE. Can't say the name here on the YouTube. However, if you don't want to, so if you only just want the overview, just stay here on YouTube for the short form. If you want the overview and our conversations about certain current events that are happening, then join us over on for the longer form over on the other platform. If you live in a country that does not have RUMBLE and you would like to join us for the longer platform, then follow the link to the to Fusion Body Studio. We just changed the name. We have a section of a free page where it has all of Teymara's long form overviews so that you don't have so that anybody can see this. Like we're not going to leave anybody out of this. So, does that make sense? With that being said, we should just get going, shouldn't we, T?
Yep. Okay. And what did we say at the beginning?
Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Thank you, Janice Joplin.
Absolutely, Janis Joplin. Here we go. Okay. Now, I've been like alluding to the September energy now for quite a while. Okay. And this year, the September energy is all about endings. So, the year of 2025 is all about endings. Okay, so this is our whole 12-month journey. And as you look back to like the beginning of January and you look at what has actually taken place, you will go, oh my God, oh my God, look at that. Look at what is actually happened. And I always say to people when they do like the clearing work, the subconscious clearing work with me, the transformational work, I always say to them, look back
Mm.
at where you were before you started the work. Don't be looking at and going, oh my God, I haven't done this, I haven't done that, I haven't done something else. Look back, and then you will get the full energy of the journey that you have done, how much you have grown, how much you have actually changed. It's the same to do with this year. Go back to January and then look at your journey through until now. And I'm telling you now, you will be quite flabbergasted. And not only your journey, but look at the journey that has taken place out there in the world.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
huge. It's been absolutely huge. So when we take the 2025, we add it to the energy vibration of September, we have got double endings. Now, also, this particular energy vibration is connected into like war and battles. So expect battles, okay, to be occurring this particular month of September. Now, I don't want people to get into an energy vibration of any form of fear because that's not going to help anything. But just know that this is being played out. Um, those that are in the positions of power are very, very aware of energy, are
Yes.
very, very aware of vibration. And look, I'm more than aware of planets and numbers and what that all means. So they're they're working in with the energy at the right time. You know how I say to people, Bryce, or I'll say to you, no, I wouldn't advise you to do that this month because this is your personal energy vibrational month of this.
Yes. Yes.
So if that's the energy vibrational month for you to be doing ending things, then that's what you do. But then you may be in a personal energy vibrational month of freedom, or you may be in a personal energy vibration of new beginnings. Yeah. Or transformation or business. Yeah. Or spiritual work. So we have these personal energy vibrational months, and then we have the world's energy vibrational patterns as well, that the earth goes through monthly. Yeah. So endings, 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 endings. And boy, have I been waiting for September like you wouldn't believe. So now we've got from the 1st until the 22nd a lot of practical and logical energy. And I get the practical logical energy will rule until the 23rd, when a better balance is going to be called for as far as the universe is concerned. So the universe will be pushing for and bringing in the energy vibration that then affects us and affects everything to bring it more into balance. Now, on the 5th and the 6th, we have actually got a lot of idealism is going to be taking place with people. The 7th and the 8th, you've got to watch yourself because you can tip over the edge emotionally very, very easily. So just keep an eye on yourself on the 7th and the 8th. The 9th and the 10th, wow, things are going to start to fire up. Okay, like really, really firing up on the 9th and the 10th. Then I'm getting around the 11th and the 12th, loggerheads. So people that should be seeing things in the same way are going to be like at loggerheads, which if we bring in the male energy vibration, it's like, I'm right, no, I'm right, no, I want to win, no, I want to win. Yeah. So just be aware of that as well. And I think the big thing that I've sort of been sharing with people all the way along as we've done this journey is it's not about being right.
Right.
It's not about being wrong. Right? The big thing that I push is gut feeling, gut feeling, gut feeling, gut feeling. Yeah. And if it doesn't feel right for you, like, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. And so then we're moving into the 13th and the 14th. Now, communication is going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting. So please don't take anything personally. And also for those that are listening and tuned in that are very aware and awake of what's going on, and I'm laughing, they're just giving me a laugh. They're saying Trump's communication on the 13th and the 14th. Just listen to what's being said, because there's going to be quite a lot of messages, right? But they're going to be done in his way, which are very smoke screeny sort
Yeah.
of messages, right? That he comes out with. Yeah. And I love it when he says, and we've got it.
Yeah.
They all said, oh my God, they've got it. They've got it. They've got it all. Yes, we've got it all. We've got it all. Yeah. Okay, the 18th and the 19th, hang on to your hats as a fire, a lot of fire energy. And it's saying here it's going to be at its peak. So things will be fiery energy, confrontations, fiery energy. It's like people, yeah, okay, people taking to the streets like fired up, right? They're not putting up with it anymore. Um, Now the 20th and the 21st, what I was told is that things will be they're going to be put into better order. So things are going to be in order. And the 20th and the 21st, the 22nd, 23rd, both sides, yes, okay, cool. So they're saying both sides coming together. So we've got either like people coming together, or we've got people understanding what has been going on with these both sides and what these both sides have been trying to do. And people are going, oh no, I can see what's going on now. Yeah. And they're doing that in order to try to play off that. So it's about opening your eyes and about, yeah, okay, yep, got it, got it, got it. Opening your eyes and seeing things for what they really are. Yeah. Instead of what you think they are or what you're being told that they are. Oh God, it's going to be really, really, really intense on the 25th and the 26th. And then I've got this 27th, 28th toward the end. It's like I'm getting a big boom, like boom, boom, boom. So I don't know if that's explosion or it's going to be like information, whatever is being whatever it is that's coming out. It's like boom, like here it is. So the facing of the reality,
Yeah.
very, very interesting. Now, also on the first and the second, it's like I'm getting that it's going to be the beginning of the month where are going to be a blazing. Yeah. So they're coming out with all guns blazing. All right. On the first and the second. Um, the 3rd to the 17th, very precise communication is going to be taking place through the whole of that period of time. And I'm getting um, okay, they're saying to me getting commands, like getting orders coming through, but very, very precise orders, very, very precise commands. Then the 18th through until the 30th, very, very strategic plans are being put into place. I'm looking at a lot of confrontation, and that's the 1st until the 19th, which can be quite fiery. And this is about good versus evil. So confrontation around all of that. And they're going, see how they're pulling my hand up? So things are coming up, things are coming up, things are coming out, things are coming up to the surface during that period of time. Okay. Then we're looking at the 20th to the 30th to do with around relationship energy. This 20th to the 30th. Detail, 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 detail around all relationships. So attending to the detail. So when we're looking at like the world, we're looking at relationships. So we're looking at relationship energy toward in regard to other countries. So it's like it's the detail of everything that's going to be very, very important. Yeah. They're saying cross all your T's and dot all of your I's. It's that type of like it's got to be precise. we're trying to keep balance to do with action from 1st until the 22nd, and then boy oh boy, the 22nd through until the 30th. Intensity is going to hit the planet like it's never hit before. And the intensity is so intense because we're going through all of the endings. Yeah. Now, I'm also seeing people sick and tired of burdens. They're just wanting to shed themselves of burdens. Um, we still have people that are hooked up in the money cycle, like the old, like fear of financial scarcity. You've got to trust yourself. And the thing is that things will be presented to do with money for everybody. And if you've got that old fear to do with money, you will hang on to the money instead of doing something with it, which can then see that money being taken in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. Like I've got people here in Australia and they're selling their homes and they're, paying out all of their debt and they're left with a lump sum of money.
Yeah.
And I said, so what are you doing with that? Well, we're going to go and we're going to rent. So what we're going to do with the money, we'll just leave it in the bank, for 12 months. And then at the 12 months, if we don't like where it is that we're renting, then we can draw that money out. And I said, well, what if that money devalues
Yeah.
in that 12 months, and instead of having 200,000 you only got 100,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's start looking at ways of investing your money which has got nothing to do with the banks.
Yeah.
Yep, like very, very important. A lot of people out there, which is like, this is wonderful, wonderful news. A lot of people are waking up, and I'm getting a lot of rebirth, but I'm getting people like wanting also to hibernate. So people that have been awake for yonks, like moi and moi and moi and moi, yeah, we're tired. We are exhausted. Yep. And what we're wanting to do, we're wanting to hibernate. Okay. We
Now.
are wanting to hibernate. Now, a lot of people I know went through very, very distraught times to do with family and friends, to do with, and I'm getting here that it's time for you to do some hibernate and do some healing, because a lot of people went through like very, very difficult time, like don't see their children anymore, don't see their grandchildren, right? It's like don't see each other. Friends have gone separate ways. And it was all because of that. But look, guys, they planned it. As we know,
Yeah.
they planned it.
Of
They
course they did.
said,
Yeah.
right, we're going to do this to pull them apart. Yeah. Because the more that we can disenfranchise people, the more that we will be in power. We will be in control. Yeah.
All right, you guys. Of course, our sponsor for this episode today is Fusion Body Studio. So you are being sponsored today. This episode is being sponsored today by myself. As many of you guys know, outside of YouTube, I am a KPJAY authorized teacher. I have spent many, many, many years in India studying traditional yoga and how the mind, the body, and the spirit all work together in this human existence. And so I've taken everything that I have spent my adult life learning and I have put it all together. I've fused it all together into an online platform with my friend Paula over in Australia. So Fusion Body Studios is really just your online fitness boutique. It's a way for you to get in shape while also learning the value of exercise beyond just the physical. So we talk not only about what's happening with working out and refining the muscles, but also what different muscles, what different areas of the body are going to trigger different mental stimulants as well as cleaning out trauma and reinvesting yourself into your life and dealing with the things in your life that are holding you back. So this is our library of exercise videos. And again, you're doing this in the privacy on in your own home. So you don't have anybody watching you. It's just you. We've got the bar fusion classes, which are my favorite, that combined bar, which is from ballet. It combines bar, martial arts, Pilates, yoga, all dance, all sorts of stuff. So we have that up. We also have strength training classes, which involve a lot of weights. And we have Ashtanga yoga classes for beginners, which is the traditional form of yoga, but it's just for beginners because if you are interested in traditional yoga, I would highly suggest finding an in-person teacher, which I can help you with that if that is something that you like. We have axis strength training classes, which the axis is your spine. So that is what we're working with in these particular classes, cardio dance classes, which are some of my favorite. A lot of these cardio dance classes can be done with your kids as well. Vinyasa flow classes, flush and restore classes, live classes that you get one live class with me every month and they get uploaded to our platform. Classes with Cindy, she's got more classes coming too. Walking workouts, somatic healing exercises, which somatic, soma means body, so body healing exercises, as well as post-workout meditations for some of our students who prefer to go on runs or long walks or cycling. After they're done with their workout, they can come and do a post-workout meditation because of the integration part of your exercise experience. And that's one thing that we strive to do here on Fusion Body Studio is that my whole shtick, my whole thing is that a teacher's job, my job as a teacher is to eventually teach myself out of a job. My passion in Fusion Body Studio is to give everybody the information they need to live a healthy and productive life, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually as well. So we teach our students in this studio how to approach working out from the best way possible. The initiation of workout, which is the warm up, through the workout to the very important integration of workout, which a lot of people skip. The integration part at the end, which is the cool down and the letting the body to restabilize itself. But that's vitally important for your nervous system, for your cortisol levels, and also for your mental stress in order to have that integration. So again, that's why we have the post meditation post-workout meditations available for you. That's why it's important for us to have these available for you so that if you do choose to go for a run or something, you have something to help you integrate that run after you're done. We also have a section called of workshops. We have all these different in-depth workshops. We have an in-depth Ashtanga yoga course, healing for ascension for body, healing for ascension for mind, healing for ascension for spirit, health, healing, and beyond, which looks at the teachings of the late great Krishnamacharya, Heart of Yoga, which looks at the teachings of the late great Desikachar. We also talk a lot about the Bhagavad Gita, which is probably one of the most inspirational books that I've ever read that really helped me to understand misconceptions in the spiritual world and what it really means to be a human. Polishing the Mirror, which goes over a lot of the teachings of the late Ram Dass, and the Alchemy of Movement, which is my specific course that I've created, which I teach you all about anaerobic work, aerobic work, what is good for what's happening physically in the body with different forms of exercise, what's happening with the mind in different forms of exercise, what's happening with your nervous system, your cortisol levels. And my whole point in this is that not all exercises were created equal. Every exercise has its value, but you need to understand what that exercise, the purpose of that exercise is in your physical body for you to make the best decisions for your overall health. Again, your overall health, physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health. And we just added last week, guys, we just added this Vedic chanting course. This is going to be a growing course. We're going to grow this course. This is with Todd Roderick. And we have definitely a lot of requests for this. So we're starting with some pretty basic chants, the Ashtanga opening chant, the Ashtanga closing chant, Sahana Vavatu, one of my favorite chants, the Surya Namaskar mantra, and we're going to keep growing with this with more in-depth Vedic chanting. And so that is up for you. Again, it's an ongoing library of chants for you to start to understand the power of Vedic chanting. That is in the workshops. Now, with this studio, we have three different tiers. So tier one is free. Everybody has access to tier one. It's where you get a lot of the astrological overviews from myself and Teymara monthly. There's a couple of videos, exercise videos up on the free tier. Anytime we release any shadow work challenges, we just released a 10-day shadow work challenge, which is totally free. That's on tier one. Tier two is the exercise membership that I just showed you. That's just the exercises, the 2 to 4 new workouts you get a month, plus one live workout with me a month, and that library just keeps growing and growing and growing, meaning that when we add new workouts, we don't ever take any away. So the library is just going to grow. And in fact, you guys, Wednesday of this week, this is the week of the 25th of August 2025. Wednesday of this week, we are actually going to be filming an express strength training video with Todd Roderick. So we are slowly adding even more teachers. My goal is to only have master teachers on this platform to give you a well-rounded experience and give you as much knowledge as you can take for your own well-being. So that exercise tier two is $25 a month. And literally, I have never seen anything of value that cheap. And Paula and my goal is to keep it as cheap as possible because we're on the internet, we have unlimited seating. And so that's why we're able to offset the price as low as possible. So as many people can join who want to join, who really want to seek benefit from this experience. So that's $25 a month for unlimited exercise. If you want to experience the full studio, so tier one, which is the free stuff, tier two, which is the exercise library, and tier three, which is the workshop. So you get access to all the workshops on top of that. Then that is an extra 15 a month, which is 40 a month, which is still, I mean, what is it? Soul Cycle? I think one of their drop-ins for a 45-minute class for one class is $40. So that's still super cheap to get all the analytical stuff with the exercise stuff. But we did divide them up because we know some people aren't interested in the workshop. Some people just want the experience of working out. And so that's why we divided into two different payment tiers so that people who don't want to participate in the workshops, they don't have to pay as much. They can just pay 25 a month. And then, of course, if you want to change your membership at any time, bump up to 40 or bump down to 25. That's also fine as well. We also have created a weight loss playlist because we know that weight loss is something that people are really, really interested in, obviously. And what Paula and I want to make sure our audience members, our students at the studio, we want to make sure that you guys are losing weight in the healthiest way possible. Neither Paula nor I believe in crash diets. We believe that weight loss should be slow and steady, and that you, as the participant in your own weight loss, should understand what's happening in your body. So we have created a full weight loss playlist with different exercises that actually trigger weight loss. Within that playlist, we also have an Ayurvedic food manual where we go through the different doshas, so the food system, to help people have a different understanding of what food is and what it means to nurture your body in a more natural sense. And honestly, you guys, in my experience in India, especially with Ayurvedic medicine and the dosha system, is that I find a lot of times when people just learn about the doshas and look at food through the lens of disposition and energy, the weight falls off naturally because they start eating foods that are good for them. And when your body is being fulfilled with its nutrients that it needs, all of a sudden your perspective of food changes and the weight will a lot of times just melt right off. So we want to be able to help you. This coming September 2025, we are also going to be hosting a live pop-up call separate from the calls that we typically do, where we can talk more about weight loss and answer people on the studio, answer your questions, and really try to help you and guide you in the best way to lose weight. So with that being said, guys, for the exercise alone is $25 a month. For the whole thing, it's $40 a month. But also, if you enter discount code BRICE20, BRICE20, all caps, BRICE20 at checkout, if you decide to be a part of our studio, then you get an additional 20% off your first 6 months of tuition with us at Fusion Body Studio. I know that our prices are so cheap that some people use Fusion Body Studio as like a secondary exercise platform. Like a lot of our students are also members of gyms or yoga studios, and they have Fusion Body Studio because it's so cheap. Why not, right? They have it at home for days that they can't get to the gym or they can't get to their yoga studio, or days where they don't want to leave their house. They just want to have the day to themselves. They can just pop on and exercise at Fusion Body Studio and be done with it. Also for travel, people who travel a lot, you don't have to worry about finding a gym or finding a yoga studio because you have a gym right on your cell phone that you can do anywhere in the world. And so we love those guys. We love all of our students. We have such a great student body. We're really so happy with all the people. We've had such amazing, amazing students on the studio so far. We'd love to have you join us. So again, if you use Bryce 20 at checkout, you get 20% off your first 6 months at Fusion Body Studio. On top of that, anytime you register with us at Fusion Body Studio, you get 7 days for free. So before your credit card is charged, before your debit card is charged, you get seven full days, a full week for free. So you can spend those 7 days experimenting with the studio, seeing how you like it. And after the 7 days are up, if you decide that Fusion Body Studio is not for you, you can just cancel your membership, no problem, and your card will not be charged. So it's really a win-win situation. Again, we would love to have you. Every month we have special guests. Sometimes I do the live calls, but sometimes we have special guests come on and do the live calls. We've had Cindy Ola come on and do a live call with somatic healing. In the month of August, we had my friend Teymara came on this past Saturday and did a live call with our students. This September, we're looking at another guest caller. We know Todd's going to be doing some calls. So you get so much bang for your buck. And so we really hope to see you over on Fusion Body Studio. All of those links, along with your discount code, are down in the description box below.
Whoa, look at this. Okay, I'm seeing a female who was like sitting on a throne, or felt like she was sitting on a throne, and I'm getting her being dethroned, right? She's off that throne. And it's like, and she's in a really, really bad way, right? So I'm getting like, you know, when people like they find out something, you know, or something about somebody, and it's like, and then they end up getting, they feel like they're getting knives in their backs.
Yep.
Yeah. This is what's happening. So people are finding out something about this female that had herself sitting on a throne, or other people put her on a throne. She's off the throne. She's fallen off the throne. Um, and they're laughing because they're going, and her crown is all skew-whiffy, right? So she thought that she was home and hosed, that she's there on her throne, and it's got nothing to do with royalty, too, people. She was up there on her throne, and that she could do whatever it is that she wanted to do, and she was fine. Well, she's being dethroned, and then there were two smaller thrones at the side of her that had two other females. So it's like these three work together, like in cahoots together, yeah? And it's like, so, and they're being dethroned as well. All right. So a lot's coming out, and it's called, right. Okay. And it's like they treated us like we were fools. Right, and it's all being uncovered. They're going to be dethroned, and they're being dethroned by a powerful male figure. Now, this powerful male figure is also going in, and is dealing with money, and he's also dealing with property. Okay, and he's saying, listen, all of this, don't worry, all of this is going to come into balance, but it's going to be a little bit of a rocky road until that actually occurs. But he's saying, but don't worry, because I'm going to have the control of the money. You know, and those of us who are awake know exactly what it is that I'm talking about here. They have to be blown up, because it's the only way to stop what's been taking place. We've got balance, and we've also got legal all the way. And I'm looking at this and I'm laughing, because I'm looking at this female this is another female, but I'm looking at this female, and this female is three, she is throwing the biggest hissy fit that you can imagine, because whatever is going to be going on legally um, is exposing exactly what this particular person had been doing. Now, this is not the one that's sitting on the main throne. This is one of them that were on their own little separate thrones at the side. Okay. She thought that she had it home and hose. Well, have a guess what, sweet peas? No, you haven't. So we're bringing in everything that is not yet dead to do with the systems that we have been living under. It's going through death this month. Okay. And they're just working on mastering everything and getting everything in order, because they can't move on anything until everything is in place. And then they're bringing out the children. Okay, they're bringing out the children. Right, humanity. Wow. A lot of people. Oh, oh, that's interesting. Okay, all right. So they've just said to me that NPCs,
Yep. Organic portals.
they've been taken away.
They're being taken away.
Yep.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay, they've been taken away. So all of a sudden, you will go on to, like, you will go somewhere. And it's interesting because I said this today when I was talking to Erica. I said, the road at the end of my street here, like in the city. She goes, she goes, yeah. And I went, two cars. Two cars were on the road, one coming from one end, one coming from the other. And whatever time it was. She said, "You're kidding me." I went, "I'm not. I'm not." And and she said, "Well, I experienced this on the main highway." So I just want people just to be aware. Just have your wits about you, and just look at, if you go into like a supermarket, how many people are in there
Well, this
compared to how many people used to be in there.
Well, this is what I've been seeing. And for those who don't know, non-player characters or organic portals, as the Seas call them, these are
Hmm.
people who don't really have they only have their lower three chakras. They don't have their,
Yep.
so they don't have internal dialogue. And
No.
came in the other day, I was so frustrated. I said to my boyfriend, I was like, I feel like the OPs or the NPCs are malfunctioning. Because
Yep.
I live in the middle of a city, you guys. Anybody who lives in a city, you know that there are certain customs in how you walk on the sidewalk.
Yep.
You stay just like you're driving because people go fast. And I had the dog, I was out with our dog, walking our dog, and I was coming up our hill to get to our place. And there was this woman in high heels in the middle of the sidewalk, walking very slowly. And I'm trying to get around her, and I'm trying to and I eventually went beside her with my dog, and she just kind of looked at me and then looked, like, didn't even notice that she was. And then I'll be at the grocery store and there'll just be people standing in the middle of the aisle, just like
Yep.
staring off into nowhere.
Yeah.
It is the most, and I told my boyfriend, I was like, I feel like the NPCs are like malfunctioning robots at this time.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is like, and also we've got to look at, like, how many so-called people are not real people,
Right.
but they have just been created to, like, to be here to do the work of them.
The bidding, yeah, the organic portal. So the way we
Absolutely.
now that so we have all these different densities of existence. So you go through first, second, third. We're in third
Yep,
density. Organic portals were in first density. The Lizzies trick them,
yep,
come into third to leapfrog over second, but you can't do that. So they've been here in third. They worship the Lizzies because
yep,
and they've been puppeted by the Lizzies because they don't have second density is where you gain self-awareness. So they
yep,
don't have self-awareness. And so
Yeah.
after this is over, the cycle's over, they'll have to go back. They can't and then do second again. But yeah, they're totally here to be puppeted by the
Yeah.
Lizzies.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like, so I'm getting that it's like there's like a clean out, but it's not a clean out that has been done to us.
No.
We've
Right.
already been through that particular lot of clean out,
Right.
because of the, yeah, and what their plan was. This is a very, very different clean. Okay. Yeah. So, with that happening, it's like we are now, and they're saying it's time for humanity to rise up and stand their ground and state their case. Now, having said that, I'm going to be sharing something about Scotland in a moment when we get into the second part in regard to that. So you can see in all of these different countries, people are rising up and they are standing their ground. Now, something was actually presented to us over here on social media, and it's for this Sunday, and it's for people to meet in capital cities, all of the capital cities here in Australia. So I'll send that information over to you.
Okay.
Um, we're looking into, okay, who are the people that are actually organizing this,
Right. Right.
right? And it's like, and is there any funding that's being put into this? And if there is funding, where is the funding come from? So this is where we're basically trusting our gut feelings more instead of being caught up in the emotional energy of like, right, we're all going to get out there and we're going to, like raise the flags and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. I'm finding that people are no longer doing that. They're not just triggered emotionally.
Yeah.
They are looking at things and going, well, hold on a minute, hold on
Logic.
a minute. Yeah, it's the gut feeling of it. Like, where is this? Who has done this? Who are these people? What are their backgrounds? So instead of just accepting things at face value, we are now, as humanity, we are now become like a bit more street smart
Yeah.
and are looking into things more instead of just accepting things. Yeah.
Things aren't always as they seem, even in the truther world.
They can't stand the people that are out there that are not making a ton of money from it, that are not out there running their agenda, or they're being paid by that group to actually have a platform in order to run their agenda.
It's that
And I
Pied
say to
Piper
people,
first.
yeah, and people go like, do you really think that that's still going on in the world? And I just look at them and I go, what Santa sleigh are you traveling on if you believe that it's not?
Majority
Just
of
tell
the Yeah, majority of the people in the truth world are controlled opposition. They're Pied Pipers pulling you through your emotion, through some truths in your emotion to keep you cornered.
me. Yep.
Look over here, don't look over here.
So, we're basically, guys, people will go, Teymara, where are we at? Where are we at? We're at the crossroads, guys. We're at the crossroads. The light is being shed on absolutely everything. And they're just saying to me, right, it's like this September, boom, boom. Oh, that's the boom. Yeah, that's the boom. Got it. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. It's going to be one after the other, 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 after the other. And it's called, right, we're ready. We're ready, because our October energy is like, it's a whole new ball game. It's a whole new ball game. So this month of September, as I said, it's all of these endings. All right, Brycey, any questions?
Sounds exciting to me. Makes perfect sense. Should we go on to
I think
current affairs?
I think I'll take to my bed. I'll take to my bed for the month. It's like, give me a
Yes.
break.
But
It's
that
like,
makes
but
sense, Tamara.
it's like, but it's good because my voice is back, but it's like, well,
It's burnout. I think a lot of us are absolutely burnout right now. I think that
yeah,
and I think that it's time for, the Cassiopeans have said this as well. For those of us who have been talking about this for a long time, we're going to start to feel burnt out. But there's new people who are waking up, who have the
yeah,
energy and have the drive to pick up where we've left off. That doesn't mean, I mean, I'm going to still put 3 to 5 videos up a week, you guys. Like I'm not
yeah,
stopping. This is my dharma. Like I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
stopping.
yeah,
But
yeah.
we welcome
No,
new
you know, and
people.
I'm like, and I continue on. I'm doing my weekly. I'm doing my monthly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
it's
thank you
a
guys for being patient. The deep dives will be back though. Hopefully by October we'll be back to doing deep dives because all of this will be
yeah,
sorted and we own our work again. But
yeah.
where should we start with current events? Spencer, Pratt, Scotland. What do you want to start with, Tamara?
Right. So if we sent everybody that's tuned in just for the month of September, okay.
Yep.
Thanks a lot. Hope you got it a lot out of it. And bye. Go
Yeah.
have your coffee. Go have a cup of coffee. Okay. All right, young lady.